What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, what's up? If you're an old subscriber, what's happening? Y'all need to change my intro, because what I mean if you an old subscriber, what's happening? But anyways, y'all, spend the Saturday. Well, it's not really the whole Saturday, but it's like around the evening time with me and my sister. Whenever you just see me and my sister together, you know it's going to be a vibe. So we are at a store right now. You know how when you drive past a store and you like, oh my God, we always drive past that store. We never go inside. And we was looking for some tape. So I'm like, let's just go inside. Let's see. But it was a pretty good store, but it wasn't our type of vibe. So we end up going to Target. Ooh. If you're a Target girly, then you know Target, they just have what you want. They have what you need. And y'all, as we go into Target, we realize like, dang, they is packed. But then again, it's the holidays. All stores are always packed. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come in here for one thing. Y'all know how it is when you finna go to the store. You like, I'm gonna just come in here for two things, and you end up leaving with a carton full of stuff that you don't need. But I'm learning as I get older. Like, I make lists now when I go into a store. I put things in my notes like, nope, this is what I'm getting. And I always make a thing in my head like, is this what you want or is this what you need? Like, it's a time and a place where you can actually, I ain't saying don't spoil yourself. Don't get yourself what you need and what it's okay to spoil yourself. But then again, I'm a mom, and I got a lot of, things going on right now. Not nothing bad necessarily, but I got a couple places that I'm trying to get to. And in order to get to those places, you got to learn how to budget. You got to learn how to save. You got to learn how to put some money to the side for emergency fund. You just got to think like that. You got to think, make sure you got to be responsible. So I'm like, this is what I want. This is what I need. And then I had to think like, okay, the Febreze, that's what I need. Because my plugins, I'm getting low. I love the way it makes my house smell. And all the good stuff. I end up getting the plugins, and then we end up seeing that they had to sell on a couple of stuff. Like my sister right there, she ended up getting her some gloss, and I got some other things. The total came up to $25. We got a Starbucks. I know we cannot leave Target. I feel like that's a rule. Like, that's just a rule. Like, if you going to Target, you have to go to Starbucks. You have to, whether you get it when you leaving or whether you get it when you're coming in. So I end up getting a caramel brulee latte, and my sister, she end up getting a caramel frappe. She always get a caramel frappe, and they hooked us up, y'all. They just made these drinks with love. Cheers. And then when my sister was leaving Target, we realized like, damn, we gotta cook something tonight. And we was looking around like, the weather is great, even though the little snow was on the ground. We like, the weather is great, the people are out, our skins was glowing, coffee frappes is on point. We like, ugh. So when we got to Aldi's, like when we were thinking about going to Aldi's, we like, oh my God, they close in like 30 minutes. So we only got 30 minutes. So we literally had to think of something quick to cook. So I wanted to get like some steak and maybe like some potatoes and like some green beans, something simple, like some macaroni and some rolls or something, something, good meal, even though I was not going to be the one to cook it, but I was going to help, because my sister, y'all, I ain't going to lie, my sister got the, she got the hook up on the food now. She know how to cook real good. She took after my mom. But y'all, I'm still learning. Long story short, y'all, we end up switching when we were cooking for dinner. And we end up like, we just gonna make some Alfredo. I can't remember. I think it was chicken Alfredo, but we had already had like the little chicken, the grilled chicken in the freezer at the house. So we just had to get the sauce and like the pasta. That's the kind of sauce we use. That's the only sauce that I like. And then if you love Aldi's, then Aldi's always have the deals. Now, I wouldn't recommend Aldi's for like certain things like cereals and certain chips and stuff like that. And that's when you got to go to other stores and stuff like that. But on the wine and on the tissue and the detergent, they do have the deals. If you do not like Aldi's, we do not care, because we love Aldi's. And you missing out, because you can literally get like 6 bottles of wine. Every time I go, I get wine. And it's crazy because literally every time I go, I have to get wine, because my sister be drinking all my wine. But I end up stacking up on some wine. I got 3 bottles for under like $50, and it's some good sweet wine. And then after that, we had to look at ourselves because it was looking good. But y'all, this pretty much ends this video. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Bye.